Hi Capricorn, Happy New Year. Welcome to your January astrology and happy birthday. You're in your birthday month. And this year for you, so there's a lot about the solar return would be your actual birthday, right? Doing a chart for your actual day, your birth, to give the theme for your year. But there's a lot you can glean just from the birthday month and the new moon that we have in Capricorn, because the new moon in Capricorn is really the collective birthday for all of Capricorn. And the month begins with Mercury going into Aquarius. So January 1st, Mercury goes into Aquarius, right into what's called your solar second house of finances. So you can immediately start the year off with thinking about money, or thinking about abundance, thinking about what you can do to create more financial freedom in your world, and have a lot of different ideas. And then 2 days later, on the 3rd, Mars goes into Scorpio. And Mars is the warrior planet, it's the motivation planet, like get going, ready to fight, ready to stand up. And Mars will be spending a lot of time in Scorpio this year because it goes retrograde from Sagittarius, but back into Scorpio. And it is in a sector of your chart that represents friendships. So it means that you can find, and Mars in Scorpio is very strong, you can find very strong friends. And you may find some strong friends that can either support you, believe in you, help you to catapult you to the next level of what's important for you. Or the other side of that is that you may have a friend where you may feel that you have to defend yourself with, or that they could be very vocal about certain opinions, and you may not have those opinions with them. And what I find is that it's usually a little bit of both. It's usually not just, this or that. It's usually like, okay, you can have a friend that's very strong, is very supportive of you, and maybe they know somebody or something that can help you in the long run. And there's another person or another acquaintance that's very vocal and is looking for an argument, and you're defending your position. That may be, is like, okay, how much do I want to get into that, right? Just leave me be. Part of that can be just leave me be. On the 5th of January, Mercury will go retrograde. So as the year starts off with thinking about different ways of abundance and increasing your talents and increasing your wealth in a way, but through emphasizing or supporting or knowing that the gifts that you have, the talents that you have, are valuable. And then 2 days later, on the 7th, Jupiter goes retrograde. So you see all this flux energy, the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, and then we have the new moon on the 9th. So the first 10 days of the new year are kind of like crazy busy. First going this direction, that direction. It's really important to stay anchored and solid and focused on what's most important for you. Yet Jupiter going retrograde is connected in a part of your chart. It's in an earth sign, right? It's in Virgo. This is very positive. If you are, if you're born around the 14th or 15th of January, you may feel that positive flow a little bit more than the rest of Capricorn, but it's still all in your chart in a sector that says think big. Look at how you're thinking, and making sure that the way that your mindset isn't sabotaging your higher good. You know how that mind chatters. You should do this, you should do that. It's saying, wait a minute. It's time to get rid of any negative thinking, any negative beliefs. So there's a shift in a way of thinking. There's also a pull towards learning something more that you may not use immediately, but in the next year or two will be very helpful for your profession, for your career, or just for your life in general. And there is The new moon, like I said, the new moon in Capricorn on the 9th is the collective happy birthday to all Capricorn. And this particular new moon is connected loosely, but it is connected with this Pluto-Uranus square, which has been going on the last couple of years about revolution. So how well have you revolutionized your own life? How many changes have been made in your own personal life? And what more do you want? What more needs to happen? There's an intensity with this new moon about going deep into thoughts, deep into thinking. And it really is saying that is to focus on what your needs are. This is what I need. This is what's right for me. This is what's important for me. So there's this focus on that. It's like if you're taking care of yourself, if you're doing what's right for you, then ultimately everything else is going to fall into place. Otherwise, you could fall into feeling either guilty or resentful or all kinds of other emotions that who wants them, right? So focus this year, write out your dreams, write out your goals, write out your vision of what's most important for you, and then put that effort into fortifying that. On the 20th, well, the sun goes out of your sign and goes into Aquarius, but it goes into that sector of developing where we started the month of Mercury there, of developing your inner talents, your prosperity consciousness, your gifts that you have to the world, and, financial well-being. And the full moon on the 23rd is emphasizing that even more, but it's emphasizing it not just with yourself, but with other people. So, and it's that give and take energy. Is what I give out, does it come back equal? Do I feel that there's a reciprocal give and take? What I give to my friends, what they give back to me, what I give to my lover, my family, my spouse, do I feel that it's equal? Are things equal? Especially when it has to do with time, maybe chores can take time, and finances. Then we finish the month on January 25th. Mercury goes direct in Capricorn, your sign. It finishes a cycle that started on December 19th when it went into its shadow conjunct Pluto. It goes direct conjunct Pluto, which is deep, deep thinking. So there could have been some days throughout, this time frame from December 19th through January 25th where there was some dark, deep thinking, going deep into the cavern of the consciousness to discover new ideas and new thoughts. And for you, it's about being able to be free to be yourself and live your life according to how you want to live your life, what you want to do for yourself for this year. So again, happy birthday, and have a very happy and prosperous new year and a great January.